to let's get political, political. It's time to get political. Let's get political and talk about Cardi B over there with Kamala Harris, who said that she didn't plan on voting in the presidential election. Now, when I first heard that Cardi B was going to speak at the rally, I was like, really? Because wasn't she running out here saying that she wasn't even going to vote? That she, I guess, but then a lot of people dragged her for that comment. It's like, how you on social media saying this mess? Like, you over here talking about how you're not going to vote for either candidate. There's whatever. And I think what it was at the time when she said it is when Biden and Trump was running. So she's looking at, oh, we got these two old white men who don't know nothing about nothing. Like, we already got Trump looking like he got dementia in real time, or just somebody falling off the rails. And then we got Biden, who's out here just mumbling. You can barely understand what he said. I don't know who mumbled worse, him or Janet Jackson. Like, you got to stick like 4 mics up their ass to even try to get a tone out of the both of them. So, nevertheless, now that Kamala Harris is running, it's like, yeah, Cardi has been relatively silent in regards of a lot of the politics, probably because she's been busy out here cussing Offset out because he out here being a hot ass mess. So basically, she called him a hustler with a plan to hustle you. And I totally agree with everything that she had to say, because he is a bona fide hustler. And if anybody would know, it's Cardi, because Cardi comes from that hustle culture, especially, starting out as a stripper and trying to figure and hustle her way into Hollywood via the reality show, Love and Hip Hop, and then her being a real life Cinderella story, how it just her transition from Love and Hip Hop to becoming like this big successful musician and doing all these other things and winning a multitude of Grammys and that sort of stuff. So if anybody is a perfect example, like I said before, when it came to Hennifer, as somebody who is a nothing that became a nobody that became a somebody, who literally did not have no ties into the industry, but because of hard work and good connections and being in the right place at the right time, she became the bona fide superstar that she is today. Now, I'm still be on her about that damn music. Like, where the hell the music? Why the hell is Papa Bear trending? So now I'm talking about Cardi B, and now here comes something that looked like it's about Nicki Minaj. I'm not even clicking on that. I need to also sidebar get into that story about how it looked like Nicki was trying to drag Ray J out the closet when he was up in there talking about that whole little fight between him and the Combs kids. I'm going to dig into that story possibly on Tuesday when I have the time, because like I told y'all, tomorrow I'm going to be relatively busy, so that's why I'm giving y'all a show on a Sunday, on the Lord's Day. So let's get into Cardi's speech, which is about 8.5 minutes long. But look, y'all going to be thoroughly entertained if y'all have not seen it already. Please hold.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Women have to work 10 times harder, perform 10 times better, and still people question us how we got to the top. They be like, how she got there? Hold on, let me warm up. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I can't stand a bully. But just like Kamala, I always stand up to one. All the time, I'm ready for them. Yeah. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I wasn't going to vote this year. I wasn't. But Kamala Harris joining the race, she changed my mind completely. I did not have faith on any candidates until she joined the race and said the things that I wanted to hear, that I want to see next in this country. All right? I believe in every word that comes out of her mouth. She's passionate, she's compassionate, she shows empathy, and most of all, she is not delusional. Yeah. Kamala recognized that this country is at risk, that the economy needs to get stronger, that the cost of food and the cost of living is too high. Damn, it's even high for me. I believe her when she says, under her, buying eggs and milk won't break the bank, because she's gonna pass a ban on price gouging on groceries. And she told me that in my face. So she better not lie to me in my face. Yeah. I believe her when she says she will make housing more affordable by providing Americans with $25,000 in down payment assistance.
It's time to get ready to vote. I'll see you guys.
Yeah. Hold on. I got more. Yeah. Yeah, she's promising a lot. And I believe her when she says she will provide a tax cut to 100 million middle-class Americans. That's a lot of Americans. And that includes $6,000 for parents in the first year of child's life. Y'all remember when they used to do that? Y'all remember when this country used to do that? Yeah. And speaking of healthcare, let's talk about it. Let's talk about healthcare. Did you hear what Donald Trump said the other day?
Not Donald Trump.
Y'all heard what he said? All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let me drink my water.
That's some good water, Chad.
Yeah, stay hydrated.
What she said?
He said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. He said he's gonna protect women whether they like it or not. I'm repeating it. Donnie Dunk, please. Protection for women, especially if we're talking about maternal and mental health care, is in telling them what to do with their bodies. It's supporting them and giving them the care they need for what they choose to do with their bodies. I don't play that. People like Donald Trump don't believe women deserve rights. And when those rights are taken away, they are nowhere to be found. When a mother's going through postpartum, he's not there to hold her hand. When a child is in foster care or in a shelter because their mother is not mentally stable or financially stable to take care of them, they're not there. The people outside planning, they're not there. They're all gone. Those people outside Planned Parenthood, screaming at women's faces, they don't be there when women go through stuff. They don't. And everything is possible. Shout out to the single moms out there, but it's hard. Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice, if his definition of protection is making sure our daughters have fewer rights than our mothers, then I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yo, I had to end it on that. Like, if y'all want to watch the rest of the speech, but I was like, once she started singing Diana Ross, I was like, I am through with her. But that's why I was like, see, now that's the kind of speech I want. That's somebody who's not just going to be all like, oh, I'm going to be so demure with my speech. Well, Cardi going to get up there and be Cardi, whether y'all want Cardi or not. And that's why I think so many people love and relate to her because of that. Now, I know she said, okay, now this lady done told me to my face that this is what she going to run on and those other stuff. And I believe her now. If she don't follow through on some of that stuff, now you know Cardi going to get on social media and call Kamala out on her stuff. And I feel like as Americans, that is our right to do that. Now, to get into this thing about Elon Musk, or as I like to call him, Elon Musty, or Genocide Clyde, you could choose a name. I got many names for that, for special ed, because that's what he gives. He gives very special ed in that face. So now, Kamala's busy in the battleground stage trying to, get a lot of those votes and stuff, which is the smart thing for her to be doing instead of like what Trump was doing, where you're trying to flip blue states. I'm like, you're just wasting time and energy and these people's money, because that MSG rally was just unnecessary. I mean, don't get me wrong, I live for the check that I got from it, but for the most part, it's like, no, it was a waste of time and space. But anyway, so now when it came to what she said or whatever, so after that speech and everything, with her holding up her phone, all the other stuff, she would have to get on social media and explain to people why she decided to read her speech from her phone. And I'm like, if y'all I have to ask that question. Clearly, y'all have never given a speech a day in your life. I've had to give speeches. I've done debates. I've done all that other stuff in school. No, who is going to be sitting here memorizing stuff? Like, if y'all got a way for me to put something that I wrote myself into a teleprompter and I can read it to people, trust and believe, I'm going to use it. I'm not sitting here trying to memorize 20 minutes of stuff. So y'all so used to the buffoonery of Trump can't stay on course for 2 minutes before he starts rambling on about a bunch of damn nothing. Because that's what y'all want. Y'all want entertainment. Y'all want WWE style shenanigans. Politics is not supposed to be entertaining. It's boring. But y'all want, y'all want sensationalism. Y'all want, like I said, y'all want WWE type shenanigans. Because y'all want to be up in here cheering and thinking it's supposed to be entertaining. It's like rallies are boring. Politics is boring. It's not supposed to be entertaining. You should not be wanting to sit down and having a beer with the president. The president is supposed to be moving the country in a better direction and trying to help the people that are in the country. And we already got our hands in so many things that's going on around the world. So we got to deal with all of that, which is, I guess, why they call it the United States. But anyway, so Elon Musk decided to assert himself in the situation after, because a lot of these, want to be famous for no reason, but these people who got a lot of money, billionaires with a lot of time on their hands, who need a way to just get on social media just to be bullies and to be annoying, because that's what Elon wants. Elon wants all that fame and stuff, but he's another idiot. So what do you expect? So I was like, am I even? Oh no, I'm not even on the article. Hold on. So it says in the social media dust up made on Musk's own Twitter platform, a right-wing account posted a clip of the WAP singer at a Milwaukee rally for the vice president and presidential candidate, during which she had to deal with a teleprompter malfunction and stall for time as she was hand delivered a phone with her speech points. Because now what they said, another puppet who can't even talk without being fed the words. This is what Musk said in a quote tweet of the original post, which called a mix-up embarrassing and noted Donald Trump supporter added, the Kamala campaign has no authenticity or true empathy. You mean the same person that had a speech at the Trump rally at MSG? Or even if you don't have a speech, because there was somebody. See, the thing that y'all don't see when they do the speeches and all the other stuff that when they're introducing the celebrities or whoever that they come out on stage, you don't see either when they cue up the speech or when they when you have somebody run up on stage and put the paper on top of the podium, which I saw a couple of times work in the Trump rally. So that's the behind the scenes things that y'all don't see. Now, I'm sure they queued it up so a lot of people, when they come out, they have teleprompters and stuff. And yeah, Trump went and said at one point, well, isn't it refreshing to not have somebody have to read off a teleprompter? Yeah. And then when you don't read off a teleprompter, we know what we're getting, a bunch of hot air coming out of your wide ass mouth. So we know what to expect when it comes to you, that we're not going to get any kind of anything. You just be up there rambling on for 2 hours about a bunch of nothing, and they don't even know when to cut your ass off, or to be like, there comes a certain point where you got to take Uncle Tim off the stage and be like, okay, you done had too much to drink. It's time to put it's time to put you to bed. Time to give you your meds. Time to put there. Like pet them to sleep. Like you need one of those moments. That's what he was giving. And then when you had Elon Musk up there, he looked like the one and only fool. I'm like, what the hell is he saying? Like, you sound stupid. That South African accent on top of, I guess, you going through your little Asperger's situation. I don't know. He gives me full on spectrum tease when he talks. And I just wanted him to shut the hell up because he sounded like the only idiot up there. I'm like, while everybody else had their points and everybody else was using the teleprompter, he the only one that sounded like the fool next to Trump. So you getting mad at Cardi B for using a teleprompter for why? Everybody uses a teleprompter when it comes to politics, but it just goes to show that you know nothing about politics, because it's like, yeah, you have to keep your talking points. And if I'm going to speak on certain things, yes, I'm writing a speech, and trust and believe, Cardi wrote her speech, because if you actually knew anything about Cardi, Cardi is someone who is very much engulfed in politics. If you follow her on her social media platforms, she has very much talked openly about politics. Even when it came to, healthcare, women's rights, the Trump Biden situation, which is why she said before, when it was Joe Biden and Donald Trump, that she wasn't voting because those were the two choices. So why can't she use a teleprompter? What's wrong with using a teleprompter? You should not have people out here trying to tell y'all that it's a bad thing to use a teleprompter. Because who got time to sit up here memorizing stuff? So they said, so basically, when he said what he said, here's what she said. She said, "I'm not a puppet, Elon. I'm a daughter of two immigrant parents that had to work their ass off to provide for me. I'm a product of welfare. I'm a product of Section 8. I'm a product of poverty, and I'm a product of what happens when the system is set up against you. But you don't know nothing about that. You don't know not one thing about the American struggle. P.S. Fix my algorithm." I was like, here she go at the end of the day, throwing some shade up in there. I was like, yeah, fix my damn algorithm. Stupid. But it's like, yeah, he doesn't know anything about struggle because he's never had to struggle. Apartheid Clyde was born in South Africa to wealthy parents. So his father, Elon Musk, have owned a partial stake in a Zambian emerald mine. And we already know how them colonizers are when it comes to owning, things in Africa. So, you don't know what it's like to be the underdog. You don't know what it's like to have been underestimated in life. You don't know what it's like to actually have to figure out how you're going to support yourself, especially when you've had the world passed down to you. You're a Nepo baby, just like the man whose ass you like to lick, as in Donald Trump. So for you to get, to say what you had to say, it's like, Elon, you're an idiot. This is why your own child, or I'm sure children, don't even like your ass because you just stupid. You a dummy, bitch. So I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this story? Whatever your thoughts on this whole situation regarding Cardi B and her speech at the Kamala Harris rally in Wisconsin, and Elon Musk yet again asserting himself and things ain't got nothing to do with him because he a dummy, per usual. Let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.